Good morning. It is Belinda Byfield here. You guys can call me Belle, and I'm so excited. It is 25 sleeps until James and I head to Orlando. We cannot wait. We've never been to Orlando before. We're actually going for our company's annual convention, but we will be there a few days earlier, and we want to know some things to do. So if you've been to Orlando before, or if you live in Orlando, I would love some tips on what to do while we are there. Things I must see, places I must eat. I love eating, but I hate cooking. So I will be definitely going out and enjoying all different types of food. So yeah, 25 sleeps till we go. We are so excited. And you know, James and I have traveled to the US quite a lot over the last 3 years. In fact, last year I went there 3 times in just 1 year. But this is the first time we've been to Orlando, so we are super excited. Disney, I'm not gonna go to Disney because we aren't taking our kids with us for this trip because it is a business trip, and they would not be happy if I went to Disney without them. So I would definitely go to Disney when I have my kids with me. Yeah, I knew that the #1 tip was going to be Disney, but it is just James and I going, and I won't go without the kids. They will literally kill me. So I have some travel tips because I know that lots of my Aussie and Kiwi team are also traveling to the US with us, some of them for the very first time going to conventions, so we're super excited to be on that journey with them. And a lot of people don't travel overseas a lot, and so they don't think of little things that can make your journey easier and less stressful. Yes, I know it would be great without kids, Christina, but if they had gone before, then maybe, but none of us have ever been, and I want us to go for the first time all together as a family. They're old enough to like literally call me out on it. So here are my tips for travel. Get yourself a universal adapter, because then if you have different stopovers in different countries, as an example, James and I are traveling through Dubai on our way to Orlando, and they're going to have different plugs than Australia and the US. And so get yourself a universal adapter so that wherever you go, it's going to work, right? And then you can plug your phone chargers and everything else into that. Second tip I have, to plug into the universal adapter, a power cord. That's what I call it anyway. The power cord is like the cord with like the 4 different plugs on it, so that James and I then each have our phone chargers in there, right? So it's not like us fighting to use the adapter and both of our phones dying. It's we can both charge them. If you travel with a computer, you can charge your computer. You can have your diffuser on. I travel with my diffuser, so I can have that going. Although it's an American plug on my diffuser anyway, so I won't have that issue. But it's good to have a power cord so that you can put in more than one appliance. Now, I will say this, Australian voltage is 240. We have a really high voltage for all of our stuff. So when I buy my hairdryer and my straightener and our microwave and whatever else you plug in, it's 240 volt. And in America, I believe it's 140. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Christina. I know you are from the US, now living in Perth. And here's the thing, the first time I traveled to America, I plugged my hair straightener into the universal adapter, and there was not enough energy coming out of the socket to have my straightener work. So now I actually have an American hair straightener and an American curler, so that when I go over there, I can just plug them in. And I just literally went to Walgreens and bought them for like 15, 20 bucks each. I didn't buy, really expensive ones, but it's just for while I'm there, I have my American straightener and my American curler so that I don't have to worry about the universal adapter not having enough voltage to charge my stuff, because it was a disaster. You know, being in another country for the very first time and my straightener not working, it was a disaster. So I went down to Walgreens and I got me an American straightener. So I travel with those. I also always get an American SIM card. I use AT&T because, as far as I am aware, they have the absolute best coverage over there. And you can either do it one of two ways. Morning, Mum. You can go to a website. If anyone wants to type it in down the bottom, if you're in Australia, it's called travelgear.com.au. So travelgear.com.au. And they've got a whole bunch of stuff on there that's really good for traveling, for Aussies traveling overseas. And I get the AT&T card simply for data. I do not want to come home to Telstra sending me a bill for thousands of dollars. So you can either buy it online if you want it before you go away, or you can just go to an AT&T store and buy a SIM card there. They're about $100, 100 US, I should say, so about 130 Aussie. And that gives me my whole trip. So I'm there for 10, or I'm away for 10 days. I'll be there in Orlando for 6 nights. And that will be more than enough data to do as many Facebook Lives as I can for our team back home in Australia and all of the special announcements, and to still do my Instagram and my Facebook stuff, to FaceTime with my kids. So definitely get yourself a SIM card either before or while you're there. Now I'm getting mine before because I've never been to Orlando before and I don't know where the AT&T store is, whereas when I go to Utah, the AT&T store is right next to my hotel that I always stay at, so it's really, really simple. But this time I've ordered it before, so as soon as I land, I take my SIM card out, put that AT&T one in, and I'm good to go. Couple of things though, your phone needs to be unlocked. So if you have an iPhone, it's really, really simple to unlock your phone. You just need your IEMI number. I believe that's what it's called, but just Google it. Just Google how to unlock iPhone, how to unlock Android, Samsung S9, whatever you have, HTC, and it will give you the instructions on how to unlock it so that you can actually put another company's SIM card in there. And then you don't have to worry about free Wi-Fi, because literally at a convention when everybody is trying to use the free Wi-Fi of the building, it's going to be slow and it's going to kick you off, and I've learnt from experience in the past it's not good. So I always make sure I have my own American SIM card. Next thing, and my dad learnt this the hard way last year, anything that you carry on the plane, so any of your carry-on luggage, you can't have anything over 100 mils. So if you're traveling with your shampoos and conditioners and your moisturizers, I always travel with my essential oils. They're only 15 ml bottles though, so they're all good. Make sure that everything is less than 100 ml. And it can't be a 200 ml bottle, but only half is left in it, right? It has to be a container that is less than 100 mils. And I put all my stuff that has liquid in it in a Ziploc bag at the very front of my traveling backpack. It's the only time I wear a backpack is when I'm traveling. So that when I'm going through the, the security and the machines and everything, I can just take it out, the Ziploc bag, they can see what it is, put it on the tray, and it just makes life so much easier. So if you have certain shampoos, conditioners, moisturizers, or anything that you use, do some prep work before on traveling with 100 ml version of it. Super easy. If you're not fast, you can just go to the chemist. They've got travel shampoos and travel toothpaste and all of that kind of stuff. Next tip, always have enough in your carry-on to last you a few days. So make sure you have your toothbrush and toothpaste in there, and your deodorant and your breath mints, right? And some underwear and a change of clothes and maybe some pajamas. Good morning, Summer. Summer just woke up. And enough so that, God forbid, touch wood, right? If your bags are lost or you have to wait an extra couple of hours or till the next day for them to get you your luggage in on another flight, you have enough to survive, and you're not going to be stranded with like no toothbrush and toothpaste and nothing to wash your hair when you shower. Because let's be honest, after 50 hours of travel, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to have a shower. The first thing whoever you're traveling with, they're going to want you to do is brush your teeth, right? So have those things on hand. And Mum, you said that there's a lot of travel things in Big W. Awesome. Yes, an empty water bottle, Christina, to fill up after you go through security. Great tip. I always travel with my Zija bottle and enough. I have all my super mix there ready to go so I can make it up as I travel, because it always takes me more than a day to get to where I need to go in America. So that is a great tip as well. Last one, and this is to not fall into the I have jet lag, right? It's just an excuse. Yes, jet lag is a real thing, but only if you let it own you. Like, you need to kick jet lag's butt. How James and I do it is whatever time zone we are in, from the second we're in it, we're in it. So if we land, as an example, when we land in Orlando, it's 10:30 in the morning on a Monday. Whereas back home, here where I am in Australia, it will be 10:30 p.m. Monday night. So I'm not going to get to Orlando and go, oh, it's 10:30 at home in Perth. I'd be in bed sleeping. I'm so tired from this travel. I'm just going to go check in, take a shower, and go to bed for a few hours. No, don't do that. It's 10:30. James and I will be going and checking into our hotel, having a shower, getting dressed, going out for lunch, going out and exploring, trying to stay up as late as we can. I would not go to sleep before 7 p.m. and be in that time zone. The only reason I need to think about what time it is back home is so I can call my kids. But I'm in the time zone that I'm in, and James and I have never had an issue with jet lag. Yeah, we might feel, a bit whatever. We've got awesome products for that, so they kick jet lags. But anyway, but be in the time zone you're in, and it makes a massive, massive difference. Hey, Cheryl. Orlando eats Uno Pizzeria and hit the Ripley's Museum. So fun. Ooh, okay. Our convention is at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando. So hopefully those things are near there, because I'm just staying at a hotel directly across the street. And I don't want to Uber too much. I want to walk, because the weather is going to be so nice. Even though I know that the weather I've looked up is probably not going to be the exact weather in 25 sleeps from now. It's apparently meant to be about 32 degrees and sunny while we're there. That's Celsius, which is really, really nice. So I want to walk everywhere and get some sunshine. I'm such a summer girl, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just hoping that it's not humid, because I will have Monica Barbados hair. And if you're a Friends fan, you know what I mean. So they are my travel tips. I can't wait to meet you too, Cheryl. Have a universal adapter, have a power cord, have a SIM card, less than 100 mils with your carry-on, have enough stuff in your carry-on that's going to last you a few days if, God forbid, touch wood, that your baggage is delayed in getting to you. And be in the time zone that you are in. There are a few hurricanes, so be aware, and humid as. Great. Where we are, we don't have to worry about hurricanes and tornadoes and anything like that. So it's going to be extremely different from where I usually go, which is Salt Lake City. But it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have my man there to help. And so it will be all good. So for those of you that are Aussies or Kiwis, for those in America, Kiwis are New Zealanders and Aussies are Australians. And for those of you Aussies and Kiwis that are traveling to Orlando, hope you enjoyed my tips. And if you have been to Orlando or live in Orlando and have any ideas for me besides Disney on where I can eat, what I can do, that's near Orange County Convention Center, let me know, because James and I have a few days to kill before convention starts, and we are so excited. 25 sleeps to go. Well, you guys have a freaking awesome day. My kids are starting to wake up now, so Boss Babe Bell hat off, mum hat is about to go on, and yous are all amazing. I'll see you later, guys. Mwah. Bye.